Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. If you are new here, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest content. Today, we're diving into the world of Kali Linux. Now, I know what you're thinking, Linux? Isn't that for hackers and techie people? Well, yeah, it can be. But it's also a powerful and versatile operating system that anyone can learn to use. We're stripping away the complexity and focusing on essential commands you need to get started with Kali. Whether you're a beginner or need a refresher, this video is for you. We're talking about the fundamental building blocks of navigating and using Kali like a pro. So buckle up, smash that like button, and let's jump into the top 10 Kali Linux commands for beginners. First up, we've got ls. Possibly the most used command in your Linux arsenal. Think of ls as your digital snooping glass, revealing all the files and directories in your current location. Just type ls and hit enter, boom. You've got a list of everything in that directory. Add a L after ls, that's lsl, for a detailed listing including file permissions, size, modification date, and owner. Throw in a like lsa to expose hidden files, usually starting with a for human-readable file sizes, use lh. Mastering at ls is like learning the layout of your digital house. Practice this one, folks. It's the foundation of everything else we're going to cover. Up next, we're going to learn how to move around this digital house of ours. Stay tuned. Now that you know how to see your files with ls, it's time to learn how to move between directories. Enter cd, short for change directory. This command is your teleportation device, allowing you to jump from one location in your system to another. Want to go to your Documents folder? Just type cd Documents and hit enter. Bam! You're there. Navigating back up the directory tree is a breeze with cd. And cd by itself takes you straight back to your home directory. Pro tip: use the tab key for auto-completion. Start typing a directory name, hit tab, and the shell will complete it for you if there's only one match. Mastering cd gives you the freedom to move around your system with ease. Now, let's find out where you are in this digital labyrinth with our next command. Imagine you're exploring a massive library and you stumble across a rare first edition. You want to tell your friends exactly where to find it, but you realize you have no idea where you are. That's where pwd comes in handy in the world of Linux. pwd stands for Print Working Directory. Simply type pwd in the terminal, hit enter, and boom, the command line spits out your exact location within the file system. This little command is super useful when you're working with multiple directories or nested folders. It's easy to get lost, but pwd always keeps you oriented. Plus, if you ever need to share your location with someone else, maybe when you're asking for help online, pwd provides a clear and concise way to do just that. So remember pwd, your trusty guide in the sometimes confusing world of file directories. Next up, we're going to learn how to create our own directories. Stay tuned. Alright, you've explored your system, teleported between directories, and even know how to find your digital coordinates. Now it's time to get creative and start building your own little corner of the Linux world with mkdir, the command for creating directories. Think of directories as digital containers for your files. Want a dedicated place for your photos? mkdir photos. Need a folder for your top secret projects? mkdir top secret projects. The beauty of mkdir is its simplicity. Just type mkdir followed by a space, and then the name of your desired directory. Hit enter and bam, you've created a brand new folder. You can even create multiple directories at once. For example, mkdir rock pop metal classical creates 4 new directories. Pro tip: create a whole directory structure with a single command using mkdir p. For example, mkdir p vacation pics 2023 summer vacation pics 2022 vacation pics 2021. mkdir puts you in the builder's seat, allowing you to organize your digital life exactly how you want it. But what happens when those files are no longer so precious? That's where our next command comes in. Get ready to unleash the power of ARMA. Our hard drives are overflowing with digital clutter. It's time to embrace the power of rm, the command for removing files and directories. To delete a file, type rm followed by the file name. For example, rm uselessfile.txt. To delete multiple files, list them after rm. For example, rm file 1.txt file, 2.jpg file, 3.pdf. To delete an empty directory, use rmd. For example, rmd empty folder. For non-empty directories, use rmr. rmr full directory deletes everything inside. Be extremely careful with this one. Remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Use rm wisely and always double check before you delete anything important. Up next, we're going to learn how to duplicate our files and directories with the cp command. Stay tuned. Time to unlock the power of duplication with cp, the command for copying files and directories. Copying a file is as easy as pie. Just type cp, followed by a space, the name of the file you want to copy, another space, and the destination. For example, cp important_document.txt backup _drive / important_document.txt. Want to copy a whole directory and everything inside? Just add the R flag for recursive copying. For example, cp r myproject backup _drive / myproject. Pro tip, you can use a cp to rename a file while copying it. For example, cp original_name.txt new_name.txt. Remember, ECP creates a separate independent copy of the original. Any changes you make to the copy won't affect the original, and vice versa. Mastering CP is essential for efficient file management, whether you're backing up your data, sharing files with colleagues, or just want to keep multiple versions of a project handy. But copying is just one side of the coin. Up next, we'll learn how to move and rename files and directories with the mv command. Don't go anywhere. 8. Let's talk about mv, the command that moves and renames files and directories. Moving a file is simple. mv report.txt document / renaming is just as easy. mv old_name.txt new_name.txt. Move entire directories with mv or project _files / documents / work / master amv for complete file organization control. Up next, file permissions with chmod. Stay tuned. Now it's time to talk about security. In the world of Linux, it's not just about what you know, it's about who has access to what. That's where chmod comes in, the command that lets you control access to your files and directories like a digital bouncer. chmod works by manipulating file permissions, which determine who can read, write, or execute a file or directory. We use a combination of letters and numbers to represent different permission levels: R for read, G for write, and X for execute. We assign these permissions to 3 different user groups: owner, group, and others. To give the owner write permission for a file called mydocument.txt, you would use chmod EU plus w mydocument.txt. To remove execute permission from the group for a directory called secret files, you would use chmod gx secret files / mastering chmod is crucial for maintaining the security of your system. By controlling access to your files and directories, you can prevent unauthorized access and protect your valuable data. Up next, we'll learn how to change file ownership with chown. Stay tuned for the grand finale. Learn chown, the command to transfer file and directory ownership. It's like handing over the deed to your prized possessions. Syntax: chown new_owner fill name. Example: chown jane mydocument.txt. Change group ownership with a group_name. Example: chown developers mydocument.txt. Combine owner and group. Chown new_owner new_group file name. Use R to change ownership recursively. Example: chown r jane developers project files / master chown for collaboration and security. You've conquered essential Kali Linux commands. Wield your newfound knowledge with confidence. No introduction to Kali Linux would be complete without exploring the powerhouse that is apt-get, your one-stop shop for managing software packages. apt-get acts like a digital package manager, letting you install, update, and remove software with ease. To install a text editor like Nano, open your terminal and type sudo apt-get install nano. Updating your existing software is just as easy. Sudo apt-get update refreshes the list of available packages, and sudo apt-get upgrade downloads and installs those updates. To remove software, use sudo apt-get remove nano. To completely purge a package, including its configuration files, use sudo apt-get purge nano. Pro tip: you can search for specific packages using apt-cache search. For example, apt-cache search Firefox will list all packages related to the Firefox web browser. Mastering apt-get is essential for unlocking the full potential of Kali Linux. With access to thousands of software packages, you can customize your system to your heart's content. And there you have it, folks. You've officially leveled up your Linux game. Remember, Practice makes perfect, so don't be afraid to experiment and explore. And there you have it, the top 10 Kali Linux commands for absolute beginners. We hope you found this video helpful and maybe even a little bit entertaining. Remember, these commands are just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the power and flexibility of Linux. But don't let that intimidate you. Start with these basics, practice regularly, and you'll be navigating the command line like a pro in no time. And hey, if you ever get stuck, the internet is your friend. There are tons of resources available online, from forums to tutorials to entire communities dedicated to helping you master Linux. So what are you waiting for? Fire up that terminal, start typing, and embrace the wonderful world of Linux. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on our future tech adventures. Catch you in the next one.